Good evening and welcome back to Buzz Bowling Arena. I'm Levi Gilbert alongside color analyst Tim Roach. And after weeks and frankly an entire season full of uncertainties because of COVID and more recently what we've been referring to as Snowvid, we finally have some clarity for your Lady Cats and Wampus Cats. Tonight, Conway plays host to Little Rock Central, and up first, it's your Conway Lady Cats. And Tim, before we dive into the matchup with the Central Lady Tigers, we've got to talk about that clarity I just mentioned. For your Lady Cats, it's pretty simple. Win out, and you at least are the number 2 seed out of the 6A Central.
That became a little bit more clear after what happened last Wednesday. Ridiculous as it sounds, Cabot beats North Little Rock, and things began to get – that helped us. It helped us in terms of clarity. That's right.
So at the worst, you're the 2, like you mentioned, Wednesday night. So that was kind of, again, all the snow makeup, all the COVID makeup that Bryant has had to do these next 2 weeks. I guess that's kind of affected all the teams involved because we had a weird – I say weird because we don't normally have conference games on Wednesday nights. But Cabot played North Little Rock Wednesday, and Cabot got the upset. Now, North Little Rock, they had, some of their – big players were out, so maybe not entirely a surprise. But with that happening, no more talk of this 3-way tie scenario that we were talking about on Tuesday. If your Lady Cats win out, and most importantly they want to, well, really they don't even, the points aren't as important now as they were when we were talking about the 3-way tie situation. If your Lady Cats win out this game and next Thursday against Mount St. Mary's, they'll at the lowest be the 2. Now, next Thursday night, the same night we're playing Mount St. Mary, at 6 o'clock, Northside and North Little Rock play. If the Charging Wildcats can pull off the upset, we will be the number 1 seed.
Now, I know it doesn't necessarily, with the arenas being partially full, it doesn't really matter, but I believe that's at North Little Rock, right?
I think it is, yeah.
So if they're going to North Little Rock, and Northside has shown, and I don't know if it was the Lady Cats that finally just exploited everything, but there are a few kinks in the armor there. And they're not – I mean, they won 19 in a row, and they were undefeated coming in to the Wampus Cat the Lady Cat game, and we destroyed them. And so and that's being kind. I mean, we were at 26-point lead in the third quarter. But – and they had never had – and it's one thing to beat somebody that hadn't been beaten in a while, but when you beat somebody like that, it shows some – there's some things there that maybe not anybody's seen. With our team, the Lady Cats team, this is such a team that if we're shooting the ball right, and Coach Hutchcraft said that when we started the season, they said, if we shoot the ball well, we'll be fine. That's the only thing that worries me is if we can shoot the ball. But this is the kind of team that can make a serious run.
Yeah, especially after Tuesday night, not a great shooting night for your Lady Cats. All these scenarios we've been talking about, for those things to play out, your Lady Cats have to take care of business at hand. And tonight, that is the Little Rock Central Lady Tigers, who are playing 500 basketball in their first year under new head coach Marlon Williams, and that name might sound familiar for Conway fans.
Conway guy, spent several years in the system, coached the blue team in the junior high for a number of years. Fantastic coach. Really great guy, fantastic coach, knows our system very well. And actually, you can see when you watch them play, you can see a little bit of that action in there. He would love to win this game just because he understands what's going on. They need to win the ball game as well, but he's a good coach, and it's going to be interesting. And if Cabot can beat – I don't care if Mario Williams was not playing. If Cabot can beat them, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. That is so true. We're just a few seconds away from the playing of our national anthem. Lady Cats hosting the Lady Tigers from Central, and have another game scheduled for Thursday against Mount St. Mary, and then we'll be heading to the state tournament. Pause now for the national anthem. He's Tim, I'm Levi. We're live tonight for the 6A Central conference games between your Wampus Cats and Lady Cats and Little Rock Central. Starting lineups, starting first with the Lady Tigers, 10-10 overall under Coach Marlon Williams. Will be led by senior guard Brianna Stuckey.
At guard number 10, Elise Smith.
Another senior guard, number 10, Elise Smith.
At center, 6'
Junior number 12, Lillian Jackson.
And at forward,
Freshman forward number 22, Jordan Marshall. And rounding out the starting lineup, another senior, number 24, 5'9", Lauren Pendleton.
Lauren Pendleton.
A couple of really good scores there for Central. Pendleton, number 24. Marshall, number 22. A lot of offense going through those two ladies.
Taking a look at the starting lineup for your Lady Cats. It's a familiar one. Sophomore guard, 5'9", Chloe Clardy. Number 13. Number 21, a sophomore, Camille Brown. Number 22, junior Kalena King. Fellow junior number 24, Jaden Thomas. And starting at center, a sophomore, 6'4", number 42, Savannah Scott. What's turned into our familiar five for these Lady Cats.
Yeah, that's the kind of running standard. I think it's great that by this point in the season, you know, as you're getting ready for the state tournament, that everything's kind of settled. COVID has a huge impact on trying to figure out chemistry and all those things. And Coach Hutchcraft has her five, it looks like. And I will tell you, it's tonight. It's about a Savannah Scott story, hopefully. She was the one that was dominant against Central last time they played. They ended up with a 26-point win, but and we shot the ball pretty well. Chloe had a good night, but a lot of stuff could go through Savannah tonight.
Yeah, Lady Cats won back on January 22nd at Central. They'll control the opening tip here. See what these Lady Cats have in store tonight, coming off a not their best shooting performance on Tuesday against Bryant. Chloe Clardy starts things off with a three. That's off the back of the rim. Lady Tigers in transition. Marshall gets her own rebound, stolen away by Kalena King.
Well, great job defensively. Number one, getting back for defense, but then also going up and getting the block.
You can tell they're trying to feed it to Scott, and they do just that. A little too hard off the backboard for Savannah.
You got to score that. That was a pretty open spot, just a little bit too amped.
Lady Cats in their 1-3-1 defense tonight. And Scott stepping up, and she's going to get, I don't know if it's going to be on her or Camille Brown. Kind of a late whistle. It will be on Camille.
Yeah, almost like he was waiting to see what happened on the impact of the shot. Again, good score here, Pendleton, and that's not going to be short for just her shooting the ball. It's going to be some contact or a ball.
Yeah, Pendleton had 13 points and 9 boards back in January, and these two teams faced off. Rebound to King off the missed free throw. Now look to feed it to Savannah again. She'll kick it out to Jaden Thomas. Thomas for three. That won't fall.
That's the shot we're gonna have to make because early on they are collapsing on Savannah Scott.
Marshall gets a pass out. She'll get it back for three on the left side. Jaden Thomas fights for the rebound.
Yeah, great block out.
Jaden kicks it to Clardy. Clardy trying to feed it into Savannah Scott. Scott diving for the ball. It's going to go out off of Scott.
A little bit of contact inside, but this is going to be a physical game. Chloe trying to drive and penetrate off the baseline. We're going to need to be able to make our outside shots though, but good decision to try to go inside.
Camille Brown getting a hand on that one.
You'll see kind of some familiarity with this offense. A little bit of motion to the wings. They like to penetrate off of the wing. So trapping here by Coach Hutchcraft, probably a good move to get them out of that offense.
Jane Thomas gets a hand on it. She'll end up with the steal. She's going to take it all the way in. That'll be knocked out of bounds. Stay with Conway.
I mean, she only got hit in the face, but we'll worry about that later.
Yeah, you could see her. Might have lost a contact there. I don't even know if she wears contacts.
Wow.
Clardy for 3. Nailed it.
Chloe doesn't normally need a lot of space, but if you give her some, you're looking at some good point production out of Chloe.
Elena King steps up, draws contact. She's going to get called for the foul. Second team foul against the Lady Cats here in the first minute and change.
You know, with this defense they've been running, we've seen a lot of fouls happen way out away from the basket because we're being active on defense, but those kind of fouls you don't really want.
Yeah, it's one of the stats that stuck out to me about the last time these two teams played. Conway had 19 team fouls in that game, still won by 26. So, and I mean, you see it here, just the nature of the pressure that they like to dial up.
Yeah, but see right there, you don't want Savannah Scott getting a foul that far out from the basket in a dribble penetration kind of situation. You want to see that happen around the basket, if anywhere.
Marshall's going to dish it back out. That was Pendleton. She gets her own rebound there. Easy bucket for Pendleton. Tie ball game, 3-all, 5:20 here in the first. Good idea from Clardy looking for Savannah Scott, just led her a little too far.
Yeah, it's a concerted effort at this point to get the ball to Savannah, and that's a good game plan. They really don't have a good matchup down there.
Savannah had 17 points the first time these two teams played. Lady Tigers being patient. That pays off with the bucket for Stuckey.
That's the thing about this trap. If you can get the ball to the baseline cleanly, you've got a chance for a one-on-one at best.
Jaden Thomas loses the ball. Smith takes it to the other end. She scores. Lady Cats trail 7-3. Chloe Clardy open for 3. She drains her second here in the quarter. She's got all 6 for the Lady Cats.
This zone that they're playing, we're going to have to make those. They're trying to keep the ball from Savannah, but it opens up some threes. We're just going to have to knock them down.
We continue to see Savannah playing way out in the middle of that 1-3-1 as Jackson keeps drawing her out of the middle, and it's opened things up for this Tiger offense.
Yeah, interesting look to see Savannah so far out from the basket.
They feed it down to Scott. That's tipped away. She can't control it. Lady Tigers in transition. Jackson can't get it to drop. Here come the Lady Cats.
Great defense by Kalena again.
Yeah, Camille Brown's going to get called for a carry. Just lost control briefly. Savannah Scott is going to head to the bench as Caden Beckwith checks in. Lady Cats going to go small here. Haley Malcolm also checking in.
This is going to change up things offensively and a little bit better on defense if we're going to play our post out to the center like this.
They continue to do that. You can see Malcolm covering Jackson just like Scott was before.
They're going to drop it down to a wing. There you go. That's what they're going to try to do, but that opens up that cross.
Malcolm got the steal and tried to feed it to Clardy on the outlet pass, and Clardy
how in the world?
Got a hand check to the head.
Wow.
A timeout on the floor. We'll go ahead and keep it here and discuss a little bit. 30-second timeout.
You want to keep it here after a call like that?
Yeah, well, you know, I just never know.
It's a dangerous thing for you to do. No, I mean, they're letting them play a little bit here on the edges, and that's good. I mean, we've got 3 team fouls. They have 0. But if they're going to try to play physical with us, I think that plays into our favor, by the way. I think that if you're getting in an up-and-down game and get us in that chaos moment that Coach Hutchcraft likes to see defensively, I think it plays a little bit better for us, even though we're down 3 at this point.
Lady Cats trailing early, not something we've been able to say very often. Lady Tigers staying in the zone, and it's another 3 for Clardy. She's hit all 3 that she's taken, and they've all looked just like that one.
Yeah, you can expect to see Marlin make a change here pretty soon to that. That's 3 in a row in that one spot. Again, what they're going to do is try to dump down to the wing here defensively. We've got so many people up front. It leaves Camille Norton in the middle of the lane trying to cover both sides of the wings.
Clock's not moving here in the gym. Officials have not noticed that yet. There's some free play there.
Well, it's
picked up
the
another
season
foul.
for it.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Now the clock's moving. 9-9 ball game, 14 fouls against the Lady Cats here in the first quarter. Marshall on the baseline. She feeds it to Jackson, who's able to convert. Lady Cats gonna try and get this offense moving. Beckwith thought about it. She's gonna drive in. Lays it up a little too hard, but nice penetration for Beckwith. And she gets a steal right here. We'll see it again. She'll take it all the way in with the front of the rim.
Yeah, you know, defensively, that was an interesting ploy. Didn't go up with her.
Malcolm in defense, and a nice looking shot there from Marshall.
Well, we've got some girls, you know, no foul trouble, but you've got enough with one that you have to watch out with how you bang away inside on those penetration moves.
Jaden Thomas hadn't had a look yet. They're giving him the 3, that's for sure. Jay Money.
NBA depth there, and she can make that. I mean, Jaden is a threat from anywhere on the court, but if you give her space, even 3-4 feet behind the line, she's going to put it up.
Yeah, it's like these Lady Tigers are daring them to shoot. All 12 of their points have come from 3.
Yeah.
Beckwith taking it all the way in. She's good this time. The Lady Cats have the lead for the first time tonight.
That was a nice, patient attack by Caden. She didn't hurry, went to her right hand, laid it up pretty nicely.
Pendleton, deep 3. Had to have had a hand on that. She gets a foot on it on the other end.
Yeah. Changed up the defense there a little bit. I don't know if you noticed that, but we backed all the way back into, had really 4 girls behind inside the arc, which has been different so far tonight.
Another 3 for these Lady Cats. This one from Camille Brown.
If you're going to make us shoot it, and we make them, that could be a long night for the Tigers. We have to continue to make them, though. They're not going to let us get anything easy inside.
Feed it down to Jackson, and she misses the easy bucket.
First
She'll
foul.
get called for the foul. Yeah, first team foul against the Tigers. Conway up 17-13. They gain the lead here late in this quarter.
Dare I say we're going to hold for 1? Look at this.
Wow.
I don't know.
Not the typical MO, but
I don't know what's happening right now.
see if they can get the shot they want. Ball in Chloe Clardy's hands. Gets it to Camille Brown for 3. And that won't go. Lady Cats at the end of 1. Wasn't looking Conway's way at first, but they have a lead 17-13. 30 seconds and we're back here on Conway Court. Back live here in Conway. Lady Cats up 17-13 at the end of one, and it's all been because of the 3-ball. Conway shooting 5 of 8 from behind the arc.
And we've got 17 points. One layup by Caden Beckwith. One layup in the first quarter. I don't know that I've ever seen a stat run like that. 5 3-pointers and 1 layup.
Yeah.
And we haven't really, I mean, we've taken some shots inside, but not really, not a lot. And so their defense, the Lady Tigers defense, was bound and determined to make sure we did anything easy inside. The good news for us is that Chloe Clardy is knocking them down.
Clardy, Thomas, Beckwith, they've all. Camille Brown, Savannah Scott back in. Trying to feed it to Clardy. That's going to be another Lady Cat turnover.
We're back to this defense, though, where you've got Savannah up at the top of the key.
Kalena Kane going to get another easy reach-in foul.
That foul is on number 22, Kalena Kane, and that's her second foul, team foul number 5.
That's 5 for your Lady Cats, not even 20 seconds into the second quarter.
That might be okay, but Central with just 1. Now, when you're shooting the ball as much outside as we are, you're not going to get that many fouls. That's to be expected a little bit.
Savannah Scott with the rebound. She'll draw a foul after the missed bucket, but Sasser, that was Lady Tigers. They've had some success feeding it down into the paint.
That was a point-blank shot, and it just didn't go. We caught a break there, and then got a foul, which is doubly good. But that was strangely easy to get to that spot on the floor.
Clardy lofts one up.
Any angle, any shot, go up right-handed off balance.
Chloe already in double figures. She's got 11. Sasser. She's fouled by Scott, and Savannah's going to head back to the bench quickly.
So one thing that they're doing better than what I've seen on film is they are making that second pass along the baseline for a better than easy bucket, and we've had to foul down there. It has Savannah now in foul trouble, but they're doing that second pass on the cross side of the lane, and it's coming relatively easy. We've got to figure out, either drop out of this defense and pack it down a little bit more, or figure out who's going to cover on the baseline.
So Savannah Scott on the bench with 2 fouls. Sasser hits both free throws, pulls the Lady Tigers within 4.
We've got 2 starters with 2 fouls, Kalena and Savannah.
Beckwith takes the deep 3.
Yeah, that's not necessarily her game. She can make that, but that's not necessarily her game.
Cross-court pass down to Sasser. That goes out of bounds, but it's going to be off Conway.
Great job by Jaden just to get back and get her hands on the ball, cause a little bit of problem.
Marshall set to inbound. She finds Pendleton. Pendleton making a move in the lane. No contact. That goes out of bounds. Conway ball.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of that from Pendleton. If she gets any kind of seam from the wing, she's going to dribble penetrate. And more often than not, she'll put it up, but she can kick. Yeah, you had 2 people out there on Chloe that time. Now
They've learned their lesson.
That's going to leave Jaden. If they don't flip to the other side very quickly, it's going to leave Jaden or that.
Beckwith making a move in the paint. She draws the foul. She has looked really good these last couple weeks of getting penetration.
Confident. You know, the thing about getting a little bit of extra playing time and having some success like that with the ball, it's a little bit like a golf game, and you start feeling the confidence and the flow, and it comes easier to you. Game slows down a little bit, but she is really, really good on the penetration. And here's the thing too, you got to challenge her on both sides of the lane. She'll go left hand on you quickly.
Yeah, we saw that many times on Tuesday.
Yeah.
She hits both free throws. Checking in now, number 2, Alex Jolivet.
This is my spark plug here. Alex Jolivet, very high energy on defense. She'll work both sides of the floor very quickly, and she can shoot the three.
And she's due for a nice offensive night. It's been a little bit.
Now we're in the 1-and-1 now. It's on Jaden.
Yeah, Jaden Thomas getting called for the reach-in on Pendleton. Pendleton will go to the line for the 1-and-1.
We have way too many girls. I mean, that's 7 fouls with 6 minutes to go in the half. We've got 2 starters down with 2. We can't afford to reach and make fouls outside on the dribble. We have to keep our hands fast and busy, but don't reach, don't grab. Gotta move your feet.
Pendleton misses the second one. Camille Brown finds a seam.
Wow.
Goes on the baseline. Gets 2.
Great hesitation move on the dribble and then popped it to the basket. Nice move.
Joe Levette out there doing Joe Levette things.
Nice chaos. A one-lady chaos. There was that dribble, penetration, and kick. Travel.
And it's Smith for the travel.
He didn't give me time to check him on that call. Good call there.
You guys are in sync.
Yeah, they're calling that more and more, that quick step that they do out behind the arc, trying to create some space.
Feed it into Clardy on the elbow, and 4 Lady Tigers converge.
I think a message was delivered in a huddle. They're going to come all the way out on, that's where we're going to have to be better, is that inside pass.
Clardy gets her own rebound. Kick out to Brown for 3. Joe Levette with the rebound. Little tip to Malcolm. Malcolm cleaning up her own rebound there, and she draws the foul. That was a lot going on that possession.
Little Alex Jolivet inside making rebounds happen and making a great little touch pass to Haley. Haley finally corralled it.
But you're definitely seeing the strategy now for these Lady Tigers. If 13 gets the ball, swarm, and then if 24 catches it, you're at least one central Lady Tiger in her face at all times. They're just not going to let those two. And that's a great strategy, by the way. I mean, there's Alex Jolivet can knock down the 3. Malcolm is okay inside. She's a more defensive player, but she can score. Camille Brown may be the kind of the factor, the unknown factor. If she can knock down a 3 or 2, that's going to change things up. Some big free throws from Haley Malcolm.
Yeah.
She hits them both.
Nice.
9-point lead for your Lady Cats.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Little offensive foul on Pendleton. It's just her first.
A little frustration there, too. She didn't give up the ball very quickly from the referee. He was about to get a little too.
Yeah, she's still chatting on the way back, too.
It's frustrating. It's her first foul, though. No harm there.
Lady Tigers staying in that zone. Clardy making some room of her own. Easy bucket.
Wow, that was almost like she was challenged and she took it. Yeah.
Marlon Williams wants a timeout. We will take it with him. Lady Cats up 27-16. 30 seconds and we're back here on Conway Court.
Restores it. Choose the best. Tell your insurance provider.
Take it outside, boys!
Johnson's down the right side. He crosses over to O'Connor and shoots. Oh, brilliant.
You didn't plan on a disaster, but you have a choice on who restores it. Choose the best. Tell your insurance provider you choose All Clean USA.
Mom said take it outside.
So after hitting 5 threes in the first quarter, Lady Cats have only shot 2 here in the second, haven't hit one yet. They've been generating some offense in a different way here in quarter number 2.
Well, this is the kind of the cat and mouse game, right? So you say, okay, well, we're not going to let Chloe score on the outside. We're going to make sure that Jaden has somebody in her face. So what does that do? Opens up the middle. And so Haley Malcolm's done a great job. I'll tell you the thing that concerns me a little bit is Central's getting their hands on a lot of passes. They're doing a lot of deflections there. We need to be really crisp around the top of the key and we need to make those passes inside the lane more crisp so that they don't get their hands on the ball. That could be a problem later.
Lady Cats staying in that 1-3-1. Malcolm gets a hand on it. They feed it to her on the other end. Nice.
Wow. I mean, no hesitation there. Caught it straight up. Really nice.
So the Lady Tigers have been on a dry spell here in quarter number 2. Another turnover forced by your Lady Cats. Jaden Thomas will take it all the way. She can't get it to fall. It'll stay here with Conway.
Yeah, it looked like she was expecting some contact right at the rim, but did a great job of penetration.
Elise Smith checking back in for the Lady Tigers. Pendleton will get a little bit of a breather. No Brown on the baseline. She draws contact, no call. Alex Jolivet stealing it away.
Spark plug.
Feed it to Clardy. Can't get that short jumper to go.
Yeah. Really good chance to extend the lead there.
Past the midway point here in the second quarter. Feed it down to Jackson, and she draws a foul.
Wow, she's straight up and down. I'm not sure what she could do there. Coach Hutchcraft is asking about it as well.
She is frustrated. She's
Well,
still.
so you had our player go down on the floor after the contact, no call, but then you have a straight up and down. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame her there. It's a little frustrating. Looks like the calls there were not necessarily equal in form and fashion.
Jackson hit the first free throw. She's off on the second. That'll go out of bounds. Conway will take possession.
You don't see many free throws carry them out of bounds
Yeah,
almost to
right?
the sideline. That's interesting.
Interesting angle that it hit off the rim. 29-17, your Lady Cats have kind of stealthily built a 12-point lead here in the second quarter.
Yeah, this is the spot that's been open. That baseline move,
Yeah.
Camille Brown has done that, and now Chloe really, 6 points for her on the baseline.
That's the second time we've seen her make that move this quarter. Beckwith almost getting another Conway steal.
By the way, shout out accidentally to Camille Norton.
That's the second time you've done that. I didn't correct you the first time. I'm sorry.
That's Camille from my history. Hello, Camille.
Three-point attempt up for the Lady Tigers, and it's nailed.
Is that one of the first three? That's got to be one of the first threes they've taken. Wow. What a great pass.
Lady Cats answering back quickly. That was the first made three for the Lady Tigers. Chloe Clardy getting a hand on it. They're going to say it went off Sasser. Conway ball.
Great job. And that's your typical Lady Cat basketball. Is the ball comes into the lane, you're seeing hands flash. And by the way, what are you seeing from Central? The same kind of activity. You can tell they've run the system before.
2:37 to go here in the first half. Lady Cats slowing things down just a tad. Alex Jolivet for three. Rebound to Malcolm. Haley Malcolm can't get the follow-up to go. Lady Tigers trying to push it. Alex Jolivet trying to stir it up. Nice feed down to Stuckey, and they're going to call Clardy on the backside.
Yeah, that's not that. I mean, I get that it's backside. So I mean, that call is probably going to happen more than not. But that was all ball.
And that's her second foul. So now you've got what, 3 different starters?
Yeah.
With at least two fouls.
Yeah.
And Jane Thomas checking back in 30 seconds after she'd gone out.
Yeah. The fouls can change the game very quickly. We got 9 team fouls.
Lady Tigers missed both free throws, so another break for your Lady Cats. Trying to feed it down to Malcolm. That one's stolen away.
Yeah, that pass was not there. Ooh.
They're going to get – oh, wow. I thought they were about to get Pendleton for the offensive foul, but they will say Camille Brown.
4 starters with 2 fouls. A little bit far out from the basket to get a block, but maybe she wasn't set.
Well, we've seen it so many times this year when they put that shoulder down.
Yeah, that's supposed to be an automatic. I mean, that's kind of been the unwritten rule.
Right.
But now you're going to have Jamisha Johnson come in. Now, she's a defensive spark plug.
And she played great in the JV game. We were checking that out.
Yeah.
It was a very one-sided affair for your Lady Cats, but Jamisha, I saw 2 threes that she hit. She may have had more than that.
Which has not been necessarily the best part of her game. She's really more of a defensive player, but boy, if they leave her open, she'll knock it down.
Jaden Thomas feeds it to Malcolm. Malcolm, another easy bucket.
Yeah, that's next level vision right there. I mean, you've got somebody, and Jaden Thomas does this so well. She keeps her head up at all times, all over the floor, and so she saw it as she was dribbling, made a great pass.
Alex Jolivet gets a foot on it.
Really, really active up there. I mean, she's all gas, no brakes up there up top.
She's played some big minutes. She hasn't come out since she entered the game. There we go, jump ball. Beckwith getting her hands on it. It'll be Conway's ball. Or wait, no?
Yeah, it should be Conway's ball. Yeah, okay.
That one official was very confident in his call. He just went straight to the other end.
33%.
35-21, Lady Cats on top. 1:18 to go here in the first half. Jaden Thomas dishing it around. Haley Malcolm with the feed inside. She can't get it to go.
They're letting them play inside a little bit.
Lady Cats struggle to get back, and Pendleton making them pay. That's the 10th, or this will be the 11th team foul against your Lady Cats.
It's literally, and it's what's so frustrating for as a Wampus Cat and Lady Cat fan that I am, that I show my true colors on these broadcasts. But it seems like we just don't know how to foul correctly, and everybody else does. It's so frustrating. I mean, because that is contact. And here's the thing: that's a great call. That's a foul. That's where it should be. But contact's happening on both sides.
Pendleton cuts the lead down to 12.
Need a basket here.
Jaden Thomas gets it stolen away.
Foul.
Feed it to Sasser. She can't get it to go. Conway gets another break, and they've got numbers on the other end. Jolivet, open look. She converts.
Well, we didn't get it the way I thought we would get it, but it's really good to stop that little bit of momentum, because that could have gone on really wrong for us. Wow.
Pendleton with a well-contested bucket.
That's tough.
25 seconds, shot clock is turned off. Lady Cats gonna hold it again. We saw them do this at the end of the first. They're gonna get the shot they want to end this half. Beckwith under pressure. She feeds it to Johnson. Over to Thomas, they feed it to Malcolm under the basket, out to Jolivet for 3. Oh, in and out. Good look for your Lady Cats to end the first half, and they'll take a 12-point lead into halftime, 37-25. We'll take a 5 or 6 minute break here in Buzz Bowling Arena and come back with the second half of action here on Conway Court.
Conway and community have always gone hand in hand. And it's true now, in this most unique of times, with the announcement of the Conway COVID-19 Vaccine Task Force. The task force is a partnership of community leaders, including Conway Regional Health System, Baptist Health Conway, the City of Conway, Conway Area Chamber of Commerce, Conway Corp., and our local colleges and school districts collaborating to streamline the distribution of vaccine in our community, including plans for setting up and operating vaccination clinics throughout Conway as vaccines become available. The timelines for receiving the vaccine will vary depending on vaccine supply and availability. To learn more, visit conwayregional.org/COVID. COVID-19 vaccine. We hear far too often at Conway Corp about scammers who try to use our company's name to get your personal information. It's a practice called phishing, and there is another new email that's going around right now. We want you to be aware of it in case you see it in your inbox. In this case, someone claiming to be from Conway Corp is saying that someone on our security team received a request to delete an account. Well, that's simply not true. We would never contact you this way, and anytime you see communication from Conway Corp and you have reason to believe it's not true, please do us a favor. Call 450-6000. We can put your mind at ease about it, and we can let your neighbors know. Once we're aware, we'll put it on social media, and Conway residents can be aware of it, just like we're doing now, to let everyone know. Conway Corp, always on. We all want people in our lives we can rely on. And at Conway Corp, we take it seriously that you can rely on us. Because for more than 9 decades, we've been working hard to provide Conway with services you can count on every day of every year. Reliability. It's one of our core values. We place a premium on reliability because we know how integral our services are in the lives of our customers. Our focus on infrastructure, technology, and employee development reflect our commitment to providing customers with world-class reliability. And the numbers tell the reliability story. 99.99% electric and earning the RP3 Diamond Level designation from the APPA. And in a year where we all relied on connectivity more than ever, 99.94% broadband and 99.92% telephone connectivity reliability. As our Chief Technology Officer Jason Hansen said, we didn't plan for a pandemic, but we were prepared for one. It's true across our entire company. It's why we can confidently say, Conway Corp, always on. Congratulations are in order for our marketing and communications department for being recognized nationally recently. They were recognized by the American Public Power Association during their virtual Customer Connections Conference. Conway Corp became the first utility to earn the top honor, an award of excellence in all 3 judged categories. In the print and digital category, we were honored for our 2019 annual report, Always On. The 2019 Conway Corp annual report told our story of taking care of the people who matter most, our friends and neighbors. In the video category, the honor was for work with area education. We're proud to power education in our city, from lights in the classroom to lights on the football field. And recently we partnered with the University of Central Arkansas to unveil our Lineman versus Lineman Challenge. And finally, Conway Corp was honored in the web and social media category for our ongoing social media video series called Plugged In, which happens to be what you're watching right now. We're proud of the team that tells the story of Conway Corp, and it's a great story to tell. Conway Corp, always on.
Back live at Buzz Bowling Arena, your Lady Cats on top 37-25 over the Lady Tigers. About 3 minutes away from the start of the second half here, and it looked a little dicey in the first quarter for your Lady Cats until they took over the last, I'd say, 2 minutes or so. They kind of picked things up, got that 3-ball falling, and then in quarter number 2, doing it all in the lane.
Yeah, it's been it's tale of 2 quarters, and I think it's, again, a good job by Coach Marlon Williams adjusting to what he needed to do to get things to happen, but at the same time, Coach Hutchcraft really doing what we know that she does, and that's making some really quality adjustments to what she needs to do. She's one of those coaches that says, here's the way I'm going to play. You're going to have to beat me. But when she's thrown a curve and when something's not working, she'll make adjustments, and I guarantee you'll see some different things in the second half.
The other story of the first half that we'll have to keep an eye on as we go is foul trouble. Lady Cats had 10 fouls in the first half, and I think 4 starters. Yeah, I'm looking at the scoreboard here in the gym. 4 starters with 2 fouls.
2 fouls. And not only that, what it does is it changes some different dynamics. I mean, as an example, even though Jaden only has 1 foul, because of how she had to play, it got her a little bit out of her game. Savannah Scott, between Jaden and Savannah, 3 points.
Yeah.
In the first half, and that's 1 3-point basket by Jaden. And Savannah had like 1 or 2 attempts. I mean, she's not even getting shots off.
Well, she only had about a minute of game time on the floor in the first half. Those fouls causing trouble, but Haley Malcolm stepping up, playing really well in the first half.
Yeah, 8 points off the bench and had to have it. I mean, and here's the thing: the confidence of our team to go inside to her when she was around the basket, that showed. I mean, we didn't hesitate to get the ball into her. But yeah, with 4 starters with 2 fouls, you had big minutes out of Alex Jolivet, Haley Malcolm, Jamisha Johnson played a lot. So that's great. You're getting some depth, and we know that we've got some ladies that are not in the starting 5 rotation that can be called upon. We're seeing that now.
For sure. Just a reminder, Lady Cats not finishing their regular season tonight. Your Wampus Cats will be finishing the regular season tonight with Central, but Lady Cats still have 1 more game to make up. That'll be made up next Thursday at 5 p.m. against Mount St. Mary, and we will be broadcasting that game. Still no final word yet on if the boys are going to pick up a game or not. Yeah. We probably won't know that until next week. So, after tonight, whatever happens tonight, with some other games in the conference. Lady Cats in the driver's seat for the 2 seed if they can win out these last 2 games and maybe get a little luck and find a way to secure that 1 seed as well. We'll talk more about that as we go here in the second half. First things first, they've got to take care of business against the Lady Tigers. We're trying to scrap back in this one. Rebound, Kalena King. Lady Tigers had 2 looks at it, couldn't get one to drop.
Yeah, Savannah Scott kept it alive, but close, perilously close to that 3rd foul.
I was getting nervous. Kalena King on the other end, she's playing with 2 fouls, but does a good job getting in the paint there. 39-25. Block from Savannah Scott.
Well, she's not scared. She's not playing like she's got 2 fouls. But that's a great block. I mean, she went straight up and down, knocked the ball out of bounds.
Marshall for 3. Hand in her face, and she still drained it.
Yeah, she can score. Those are your 2 scorers, Pendleton and Marshall. They are definitely the ones you have to watch.
Lady Tigers cut it down to 11. Jaden Thomas just 3 points in the first half. Not many opportunities. She feeds it to Clardy. Savannah Scott trying to clear some space, and they'll call Savannah for the offensive foul. That's her 3rd.
I mean, you're not going to – I mean, that call rarely happens, and it's going to happen now. But it is what it is. Now she's got to play a little bit differently. That could change the dynamic on both sides of the floor now.
She was just backing up. It wasn't a hard foul by any means. Wow. Guess they maybe could have set an illegal screen if they wanted to call it that way.
I think that's what they called, actually.
Lady Cats sticking with that 1-3-1. Jaden Thomas going to get the easy steal there. Lady Cats in transition, long pass to Clardy. She can't get the ball to go, but things get cleaned up by Scott. Savannah Scott, her first points of the night.
And Chloe Clardy made a football move there and came back for the ball on like a deep ball from a quarterback to a receiver. Great job by Chloe.
They feed it down to Jordan Marshall, and Marshall draws the foul. So much like the first half, Conway, 2 quick fouls here in the third quarter.
Man, and that's a foul. I mean, she did. There was a tie-up early on. I was hoping that was what we were going to get, but then she came back across the wrist. Got to be a little bit more patient. Don't get frustrated by the calls, and that's the other thing. I mean, you're used to having things go your way a lot, and when the calls are not going your way, you've got to figure out what the calls are like and play accordingly. They're going to call it hopefully the same way all game long.
Marshall hits them both, cuts the lead back down to 11. Kalena King working the baseline, kicks it back out to Clardy, over to Thomas. They feed it down to Scott. Scott in traffic with 2 Lady Tigers on her. She draws the foul.
Savannah had that look like, are you kidding me? Finally, you're going to make that call.
Yeah. She did look a bit exasperated. I don't blame her.
Yeah. Now we've got to be good from the free throw line. We really need, and I don't want to jinx her here, but this is the spot where we're going to have to make sure we keep the space open.
Lady Cats were 4 for 4 in the first half and make it 5 for 5. Let's go ahead and make it 6 for 6.
Wow. Nicely done.
Lead back out to 13 for Conway. Pendleton can't get it to drop. Chloe Clardy in transition. She's going to take it all the way. Rebound to Jaden Thomas. Who are they calling that on? Pendleton?
Yeah.
Okay. Thought it was going to be a jump ball for a second.
It's the second time that Jaden's taken one to the chops.
First time, right to the eyes.
What Jaden does is take a lot of time at the free throw line.
No.
It's get it, shoot it, get it, shoot it.
Well,
Like it.
and, you know, you see that with how she shoots in pregame. It's just, you can tell she's done it a gazillion times.
Yeah.
Just over and over, you know. Lady Cats 8 for 8 from the free throw line.
That's Mario in the backyard going, you're going to shoot 500. She wanting to get them done. Oh.
Lady Cats almost come away with the steal. Instead, it's Pendleton in the lane.
Yeah, great job by Savannah there, getting her hands up. I mean, that ball could have gone either way, but she created some contact and got the ball into the spot where it's going to go off of Central.
Lady Tigers facing a 15-point deficit. Coach Marlon Williams calling a timeout. 30 seconds. We'll go ahead and take it with them. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Court.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
5:09 to go here in the third quarter. Lady Cats up by 15, and they have the ball coming out of the break. Jaden Thomas for 3.
Yeah.
Perfect.
J Money. No hesitation, put it right up. If they're going to give it to her, she will take it.
What a move from Camille Brown. Gets the steal, and as she's going out of bounds, throws it off of Jordan Marshall.
That was ridiculous. I mean, what a heady play. Oh, my gosh.
Lady Cats up by 18. Thomas on the left side, kicks it to Kalena King. Rebound to Clardy.
How in the world is that not a foul?
Clardy's going to get a steal. It's kicked off by Kalena King, and they're going to call jump ball after a lot of contact there.
Here's the thing. A scorer like Chloe Clardy, she's not going to throw one off the bottom of the backboard on her own. So I mean, you've got to see that.
Clardy answering back.
Enough of the penetration. Let's just shoot it from out there.
I believe that's her 4th 3 of the game.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. If she gets her 3 going like that, wow, I mean, this with her and Jaden, that's just going to be trouble.
Lady Cats dialing up the pressure. Yep. They're going to get Jordan Marshall for the offensive foul.
Camille, making some great decisions right now. Fantastic job by Camille.
2 big defensive plays for Camille Brown. Not to be confused with Camille Norton.
No, I don't know that Camille Norton would make that kind of play, and I know Camille.
I had to. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I got it. I deserve that.
Clardy pulls up for the deep jumper. It won't go. Rebound to Pendleton, and they're going to get Kalena King for a cheap foul.
That is a time for me to be quiet.
That's the 3rd on Kalena. Beckwith is going to check in for King.
I mean, one of the things about a foul that needs to be dealt with is, does it change the play? And that didn't change the play at all, even if she touched her. Got to be careful now.
Lady Tigers trying to find something, and it's going to be a deep 3 from Smith.
Yeah, that's her 2nd one like that. That may change a little bit of what we do up top, but that was a good-looking shot.
Feed it down to Clardy. She makes a move for the easy bucket.
And it was a look-away pass, believe it or not. I mean, she literally was looking straight at Jaden when she went inside, so what a great job by Camille again. Fantastic job.
Lady Cats back up by 20. Marshall for 3. Off the back of the rim. Jaden Thomas trying to come down with the rebound. She's going to steal it away. And then they're going to get her for the push-off. That's her 3rd foul. A little frustration foul coming off the hard rebound.
Yeah.
Having to steal it away.
Got to play within ourselves now. Got to really watch ourselves. 20-point lead is great, but you've got to not foul here.
Pendleton with the easy pull-up jumper as these Lady Cats backing off a little bit, all the fouls.
You might see us slow it down a little bit on offense, and I hesitate to say that because I know how we kind of roll, but you may see that and work a little bit more game here.
Beckwith feeds it down to Savannah Scott. Scott had great position, and she finishes with the layup.
Yeah,
Conway calling a timeout on the floor, and we will take it to 30 seconds, and we're back here on Conway Court.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Ferris Agency in Conway if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
Back live in Conway. Tim, you were starting to talk here in the break about Conway's depth.
First of
all this foul trouble.
First of all, it's a rookie move to be talking as you're coming into the break. But that being said, yeah, I mean, it really, and that's okay because right now, with a 20-point lead, it's not safe by any means because they've got a couple of scores that can go. But we saw it in the first half. You had 3 or 4 girls play that haven't played, just a tremendous amount of time. Haley Malcolm being the exception. This is really going to test us because 1 or 2 more fouls, you got problems.
Well, and fouls to your key offensive production. I mean, all 3 of them. Well, really, Clardy, she's got 2 as well. I mean,
yeah.
Your big 3 in terms of offensive production, all just a foul or 2 away from being in
real trouble.
Real trouble, yeah. So these Lady Tigers, they're capable of making a run. They started the game with a pretty nice run, but Things have dried up a little bit since then, and Chloe Clardy rightfully saying that ball was off of Marshall. The official agreed.
You're going to start seeing maybe some interesting substitutions. Again, we just got through talking about it. You're going to see some time. Like you got Chloe and Jaden out at the same time.
Yeah, have not seen that happen, if at all, very often, unless a game was well in hand.
Yeah, this is going to be a testy 2 minutes for your Lady Cats. See who can step up.
Try to feed it to Scott. It's stolen away by Marshall. She takes it all the way down the other end. Doesn't get it to drop, but she'll go to the line for 2. And that was on Beckwith. Surprisingly, just her first.
I was afraid they were going to call it on Camille, which would have been her third. A little bit out of control. There was a little bit of a back end knocking of the ball, knocked it around a little bit. But, again, some contact there. It's a good call.
Marshall misses the second. Free throw line has not been kind to these Lady Tigers. Conway trying to push it up court quickly. It's almost stolen away. That's
okay. I mean, if she catches that there, they've got to catch up, and that's okay. I fully expect us to really work the clock here as much as the Lady Cats work the clock.
See how this Lady Cat offense moves without its 2 main ball handlers. That's another steal for the Lady Tigers. Pendleton going to work that baseline. She goes up strong, won't go. Scott
great job
helping get it out to Alex Jolivet.
That's a great job by Savannah. Nope.
Beckwith will pull it back, give Savannah some time to get in position.
This is the problem for Marlin here, is that he's going to let us burn some time, and that's exactly what we wanted to do with this lineup. You could have expected us to have 15 passes a possession. Great drive.
Savannah Scott cleans up her own rebound. 3 Lady Tigers all over her. She gets the second one to go.
Did a great job keeping her hands above her head there. With every action she had, she just kept the ball up top, and they couldn't reach it.
Marshall for 3. Money.
Yeah. Marshall and Smith and Pendleton can all shoot the 3, and we just got to do a better job of staying out on them.
Shot clock is off. Lady Cats will gladly run this down for one final shot. This has happened all 3 quarters.
I wonder if Coach Marlin will jump out here at all. He's going to probably at 10 seconds make a move. Yep.
Here comes Beckwith. At the end of 3, Conway on top, 59-39, 60 seconds, and we're back on Conway court.
Don't put your health care on hold.
At Conway Regional, your health and safety are our top priority.
We have extensive safety measures in place to protect you from infection
and a variety of options for you to receive the care you need.
From a telemedicine appointment in the comfort of your own home
to a visit to our medical center or clinics,
you'll receive comprehensive and compassionate care.
When you need to visit the hospital, please know that it's safe and secure.
During an emergency, every minute counts.
Don't delay your care for fear of COVID-19.
After your visit, we can hold a follow-up appointment through video over our telemedicine system.
Whether you need a primary care visit,
an orthopedic appointment, a visit with a neurologist,
or a prenatal checkup,
surgery,
a follow-up appointment,
referral to a specialist,
or emergency care.
We're here for you wherever you are,
no matter the need.
Don't put your health care on hold.
Don't put your health care on hold.
Don't put your health care on hold.
For all of your health care needs, Conway Regional is here for you.
Live at Buzz Bowling Arena, it's the regular season finale for your boys. Not quite yet for the girls. They have Central tonight, and then we'll close out the regular season with a makeup game on Thursday against Mount St. Mary. The Lady Cats take a 20-point lead into the final quarter tonight over Central.
Stars back on the floor for the Lady Cats. They got their 2-minute break, got to the fourth quarter.
Savannah Scott with 3 fouls. Jaden Thomas, I believe, has 3 fouls as well. Marshall cleaning it up.
Yeah, we're trying to be a little bit careful. I know that we have to be. that could cause some putbacks like that to happen.
Camille Brown working the left baseline. She gets too far under the rim.
A little bit of a carry.
Yeah. She almost took the deep three there. Pendleton on the right side. Savannah Scott coming in. And that's going to be the 4th on Savannah. Count the bucket for Pendleton.
Not necessarily how you want to start the fourth quarter. This is could be a 5-0 run by the Lady Tigers.
Pendleton makes it 3. Tigers within 15. Clardy taking it in the lane. Soft floater.
We're getting
22 for Clardy.
Yeah, we're getting contact out there again. We're hoping to see a couple of fouls. It's 6-3 on the foul count going here into the fourth quarter.
Deep 3 for Smith. It won't go. Rebound Sasser. Block from Savannah Scott. And Marshall puts it in.
Yeah, you can't really do anything there. Going to get Haley back in because she can't foul.
61-46. Lady Cats on top. 6:20 to go. Lady Cats working the clock. Clardy for 3. Can't get her 5th. Here comes Marshall.
Walk.
Brown.
How is that not a walk?
Camille Brown making a great move defensively on the other end. But it'll stay with the Lady Tigers.
I get confused.
Haley Malcolm checking in for Savannah Scott. Malcolm, I think she's still at 8 points. Clardy with the rebound.
Good move by Coach Hutchcraft there.
Jaden Thomas takes it to her left. Just wouldn't go. Lady Tigers back in transition. Pendleton is going to travel. Tried to plant her foot. Just couldn't keep it in place.
Fortunate for us, unfortunate for Pendleton. She was about to make her 2 there, and just feet went out. Kind of seeing the Lady Cats here work a little bit of the clock as well. It's kind of some respect for the Tigers until she shoots the 3 and immediately. But you've seen, and that's a timeout there, because we're going to try to work some clock there.
Yeah, you can see Coach Hutchcraft letting her team know clock is your friend right now.
Yeah.
There's a timeout on the floor. We'll go ahead and hold it here. Lady Cats up 61-46. It's always felt a little closer than it has been here in the second half.
Yeah, it's not been, and I think I said it when we were coming in, 20 points is great, but that's not anything secure with this team. They can make some threes. They can, as soon as the ball goes up on the defensive side for them, they're leaking a couple of girls out, so you're seeing a lot of throws down the court. We've got to make really good decisions offensively. Let's don't take threes like that. Let's work the clock and find the best shot.
Central, after tonight, they still have 3 games to make up. They're 5-5 in the 4 spot. Cabot is behind them, also with 5 wins, but 7 losses. So Central really trying to hold on to that 4 spot. Getting a win tonight would be huge for the Lady Tigers.
Working the zone here, and so we've dropped into a zone. We played that, we play a zone a lot, but we're working that zone to force them to look for a better shot. We're not letting them have the easy 3. We're packing it down low, so it makes them work some clock, and then we're working some clock on the offensive end.
Clardy working that right baseline. It's going to go out of bounds on Conway.
Yeah, that's that dribble penetration from the baseline, working the baseline. It's been open a few times. Gone to the well maybe a couple times too often here lately.
unforced error by the Lady Tigers. It'll be Conway's ball again.
But you know, when you play the zone like this and you're dropped back just a little bit, if you're going to try to throw over the top of it, it causes some problems.
Trapping them into those long, high passes.
Those dome passes, that's tough.
Trying to work it down to Haley Malcolm. Kalena King going to dish it back out to Jaden Thomas. But she's in double figures now with 11.
Boom. Oh, I mean, you could just see that setting up. As we could get the ball to her, it was going to go up. Really nice, Jay.
And that extends the lead back to 18. Jaden Thomas trying to work it against Pendleton.
That's a foul, of course.
Lady Cats in transition. Here's Chloe Clardy. She takes it all the way down, finishes with the right hand.
With contact. So, I don't know. I still don't know sometimes.
Conway back up by 20. Big three from Stuckey. Lady Tigers hanging around.
Not going to go away, but boy, Jaden has done a great job on Pendleton, making sure she doesn't get that easy penetration.
What a nice move from Clardy to her left. I've really enjoyed what we've seen tonight. Working that high-low with Clardy, working the elbows, and then you would like to see Savannah Scott in there on the post, but it's been Haley Malcolm a little more tonight.
Well, and you know, foul trouble obviously has impacted that, but you're right, Chloe's done a great job in this flow of this particular offense. She's got, what, 27 now? Wow.
I've said this before, but she always does this. It's like, where did the 27 come from?
Silent assassin.
She's that good.
Yep.
Three won't fall for the Tigers. Marshall with the rebound. She gets 2 looks at it. Jaden Thomas securing it. Outlet pass to Jolivet. Back, tried to get it back to Thomas. It's stolen away by Marshall. And Beckwith gonna get called for a reach in.
Out on the floor. I mean, again, we got to be a little bit more patient than that. You don't need to make that, but now they're in the bonus, so you cannot have fouls like that going forward. I know it's 20 with 3 minutes. I get caught up in it, but let's don't stop the clock and let them score.
With 3:02 to go here in the game. Lead cut back down to 19. Sasser checking in, also checking in for the Lady Tigers, Michaela Linwood. It's the first time we've seen her tonight.
Yeah, it's with the 20-point lead basically with 3 minutes to go. Marlon may be trying to save some legs for next time out.
For the next 3 games that they have.
Yeah, that literally. I mean, that's a good move on his part, by the way, because this one's probably not going to go his way, and he knows that. So he's looking ahead, and he has to do that with where they sit in the conference. A very critical spot. That 4-5, that's a tough spot.
Beckwith trying to make a move and gets stolen away. Pendleton to Marshall on the other end. Some quick points for the Lady Tigers. 2:25 to go.
It's really one of the first times really that Beckwith has not really penetrated and made a good decision with the ball. But boy, all night long she's been doing it well.
Jolivet trying to feed it down to Malcolm. That'll be out on the Lady Tigers. Checking back in, Savannah Scott with 4 fouls. Haley Malcolm playing some big minutes tonight for the Lady Cats. Jolivet checking out too. Feed in to Clardy.
Wow, nice play.
Left-hand finish. The Lady Cats crack 70.
Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, maybe. That's the 4th foul on Jaden Thomas.
So here's the thing on that. What you want to do is, I mean, you don't want to create, again, a position where, and in this game it's out of reach for them, but in a tight ball game, you don't want, if you're up, you don't want the clock stopped and letting them score. So if that happens, make sure it's around the basket and you're defending against an attempt close to the basket. Out on the floor, reach in fouls, man, you don't really want to see that. So got to be a little bit more patient. Jaden was a little frustrated there, and I get that, but you've got to be patient. She's done a great job, by the way, on Pendleton. She really has.
In her defense, it's been a pretty frustrating night.
Oh my gosh! I mean,
just constantly getting out of rhythm with the fouls, and she still found a way to get 11 points on the board.
She's great.
Clardy to the left side again.
Left hand. I mean, that looks pretty easy.
And she crosses 30 points. She's got 31.
Great job by Camille. A defense, I mean, a hand in the face caused that to go over an air ball. Great job.
Last few possessions of the game coming up. Feed
Great.
it down to Savannah Scott, and she makes a nice move.
What a great entry pass by Jaden there. I mean, turned, found the open hand, the open side, hit it perfectly.
21-point lead for your Lady Cats. That's going to be out on Linwood. So under a minute to play. And the Lady Tigers are going to call a timeout with a 21-point deficit.
Yeah.
With 57 seconds to go.
No, I know. But here's the thing, though. This is, I mean, he's got a couple of timeouts left. He has one now. And this is not about winning the ball game. It's not about saying, you know, let's go foul, let's create some chaos. What this timeout is about is, look, we've got bigger things ahead of us. It's making sure the young ladies stay in the ball game. I mean, it's a difficult position to kind of try to come in here and beat the Lady Cats. You're outmanned at most positions, if not all. And it's a tough gig, I mean, for anybody. But don't let your girls get frustrated. They got bigger things ahead in the state tournament.
We'll see a new 5 coming in for the Lady Cats. Lacey Larkins, Mary Kate Kane, Lauren Hill, Chandler Vinzant, and Sonny Corley. I had to look because I've been saying Sonny Corleone so much.
Oh, don't say it.
I had to really catch myself there. That's my fault.
That's no worse than Camille Norton, but maybe a little bit.
So 57 seconds to go. I tell you, though, I felt tense the whole game. I still feel a little tense. I don't know why. I know it's over, but
there you go.
Mary Kate
Nice
Kane
shot.
for 3. Drains it. She did that in the JV game, too, and gets an opportunity here.
Pure shot.
$78 points tonight for your Lady Cats. Lacey Larkins gets a hand on it. Steal for Conway.
Great job by Lacey.
Stolen away by Pendleton. Final 15 seconds. Pendleton will take it in for the easy bucket.
That's 20 points for Pendleton tonight. Good night for her.
That's going to do it for your Lady Cats tonight, picking up the 78-56 victory over the Central Lady Tigers. Lady Cats needing a win tonight and a win on Thursday to secure at least the 2 seed. Get some help Thursday night. If North Little Rock can find a way to take down Northside, your Lady Cats will be the 1 seed. So a lot still on the table for Conway. They take care of business tonight with the win over Central, and we got Mount St. Mary coming up on Thursday.
This was a trap game. Coach Hutchcraft did a fantastic job of having a game plan. They were flexible with what they had to do. Central took away a couple of things. We added some things in. Just a great job by Coach Hutchcraft getting our girls ready.
3 Lady Cats in double figures tonight. Chloe Clardy with 31, a quiet 31. I don't know how she keeps doing that, but Jaden Thomas with 11, Savannah Scott with 10. Both of those players just in constant foul trouble all night and somehow still find a way to get to double figures. And call out for Haley Malcolm. She had 8 off the bench playing some big minutes in place of Savannah Scott because of all the foul trouble. All right, coming up next, it's the regular season closer for your Wampus Cats, taking on the top team in the 6A Central and the Little Rock Central Tigers. We'll be back in about 6 or 7 minutes. We'll preview that game and get you all ready. They've got black jerseys and black numbers with yellow trim.
Illegal uniforms. That should be an immediate technical.
It's gonna be an interesting one for me and Tim trying to keep track of everything. Big win for your Lady Cats. We got the boys game coming up next here on Conway Court. Live in Conway. We're 5 minutes away from the tip between your Conway Wampus Cats and the Central Tigers. And man, oh man, we've got a good one coming up for us, Tim. Lady Cats got a big win tonight, 78-56. They take care of business, and they've got one game left coming up on Thursday against Mount St. Mary. He's Tim Roach. I'm Levi Gilbert, and it's another rematch between the 2020 6A. I know they don't want us to call them co-champions.
I don't call them that.
I know the AAA said they're both champions, but for the purpose of illustrating, both of these teams, they were going to face off a year ago in the championship game, didn't get that opportunity because of COVID. And Tim, to put it bluntly, that first conference matchup back in January, it did not go well for your Wampus Cats.
No, and that game for me, you know, we talked to Coach Salty preseason, and he said you got to be patient with this team because of all the factors, COVID included. But that was the first time you really saw where we were not where we are used to being at this time of the year. Now that was midway point, and you wanted to be better than that. This is a matchup nightmare for the Wampus Cats. I mean, Little Rock Central is absolutely loaded with talent. They've got a transfer in from North Little Rock, which again I'm not sure how that works, but so they're loaded, and we're down to really two contributors from last year's team, Jaden Williams and Paul Harris. And everybody else brand new to varsity action, and it's just tough. It's a tough spot to be in. Hopefully we can show a little bit better tonight.
Yeah, you said it perfectly. There really is no sugarcoating it. They are loaded, and they have this mix of underclassmen and upperclassmen. Let's start with the youngins. You already mentioned the sophomore transfer Bryson Warren, and then freshman. You're going to have to help me on the pronunciation here. I want to make sure I'm saying this correctly. Anor Boateng?
Yes.
All right. Just making sure.
Yes.
I meant to ask you that before we got on air.
Yep.
But these two, Boateng had 12 points a month ago, and Warren 20 points.
And that's where they show out. And they've got Corey Jumper, who is absolutely 6'4". I mean, he's just a problem.
Corey Camper.
I'm sorry, what did I say? Corey Camper? Yes, Corey Camper's who I meant.
Corey Camper Jr. Scott Stats Taylor played high school football with Corey Camper Sr.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, this
Stuttgart.
I'm not sure if he
Brinkley,
could, I'm not sure if he played basketball or not, but Corey Camper Jr. fantastic on the basketball court. He is really a game changer in my mind. I mean, you know what you're going to get out of those first two that you mentioned. He's a difference maker.
And we haven't even mentioned Cody Robinson, Hudson Likens. I mean, there's a lot for your Wampus Cats to contend with.
Yeah, it's just talent all over the floor. And again, here's what you know with Wampus Cats. We're going to play as hard as we can play. We're going to play tight man defense regardless of the score. You're going to get a full court effort. And we can surprise them. We beat Northside, and that was a game you think, well, there's no way. But we really dominated that game. Came back and didn't play very well the following game. But hoping for some better results tonight.
Tim, just like with the Lady Cats, the playoff picture has become clearer for your Wampus Cats as well. They are definitely locked in to no lower than the number 5 seed. But with a win tonight, it's a tall task for your Wampus Cats, but with a win tonight and a Northside loss next Thursday, Conway could technically climb into number 4 heading into the state tournament, but no worse than number 5.
Well, if anybody knows me, they know that I'm all the way to the end, a diehard Wampus Cat fan. I believe we can win this ball game. I believe everything has to go our way. We have to make all of our free throws. We got to play great defensively. No silly turnovers. All the things that you would normally say, yeah, you're going to have to do all of those things to win the ball game. We truly are going to need to do all those things.
You got me so excited. I threw my pencil.
Why'd you throw your pencil at?
Because you got me pumped up with your believe speech.
My optimism. Well, sometimes it runs a little deep. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little bit trouble.
Deep blue.
Yeah.
Blue and white.
That's right. 6 legs.
All right. Starting lineups now for between your Conway Wampus Cats and Central Tigers. Both champions
No.
2020.
No,
I didn't say Co.
I didn't recognize that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
it's true, but I don't recognize it.
Starting tonight for the Tigers, junior guard number 2, Cody Robinson. Senior guard, 6'2", number 3, Hudson Likens.
16 points last time. Really can shoot the three.
Yep. Number 4, sophomore guard, Bryson Warren. And we talked about this stud freshman, number 12, Anor Boateng. Rounding up the starting lineup, Corey Camper Jr., senior, 6'4", senior. They got size.
Wow.
All right, let's take a look now. Starting lineup for your Wampus Cats. Getting the start tonight. Number 1, junior DJ Lockhart. Another junior, number 4, Paul Harris. 6' senior, number 15, shooting specialist Cade Swindle. Senior 6'5", Jaden Williams, and getting in the starting lineup tonight, number 31, another senior, the other big, one of the other bigs, Omarion Kennedy.
They call him O, and really good. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of him, but here lately we've seen more and more of him, and really good basketball skills. I mean, just can move without the ball, good jumper. Need him to produce tonight for sure.
Well, every minute he's been on the floor, he's been getting some good production, so nice to see him.
Coach Salty is either yelling for him or against him every time he's on the floor. He really,
yeah,
I mean,
you hear him.
Yeah, you hear Salty yelling. But he is one of those kind of guys, though. He's always in the action.
Conway wins the tip. See if these Wampus Cats can get off to a good start. They really struggled on Tuesday.
Central playing kind of a matchup zone here.
There, extending it out pretty tight. Feed it into Williams, tries to find Swindle on the cut. That's going to go out of bounds on Central.
That could have put Cade in a position of taking a rare 2.
Yeah. Not many looks in the paint. And that is a missed pass there, but Swindle's going to steal it away. Lockhart getting out of the trap, finds Harris. Wampus Cat offense have seen a lot of zone this year. Harris making a strong move to the basket. He gets Conway on first.
Baseline move was there, and he really took it strong to the rack. Did a good job there.
First chance to see the Tigers, and a missed 3 from Cody Robinson. Swindle for 3. Drains it. 5-0 run to start the game for your Wampus Cats, and Coach Brian Ross wants a timeout for his Tigers. We will take it with them. 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Court.
DeBoard Electronics, a trusted name since 1952, is located at 650 Dave Ward Drive, 2 miles west of I-40. DeBoard Electronics offers state-of-the-art options to customize your Yamaha golf cart or your Polaris side-by-side and even your boat. With cutting-edge products, you will look good and sound good when you're cruising the water. So enjoy your time on the lake listening to your favorite tunes thanks to DeBoard Electronics, 650 Dave Ward Drive in Conway.
Conway starting strong tonight.
Wow. That's not something we're especially used to, but boy, glad to see it. Really good decision by Cade there. Good open 3, knocked it down from the baseline.
Tigers gonna get another quick 3 up from Robinson. This one falling.
Yeah, a little bit better than the first one.
Try to get the trap on Harris. He breaks through but loses control of the ball. Here come the Tigers. They're gonna get Swindle.
I mean, that's Yeah, Salty wants that call, and I would agree that's probably a call. It should go our way, but again, I'm not going to start off the game with that like that. But you've got to when it's out that far from the basket, you're normally going to see that go as a charge.
Cross-court pass over to Likens. They get it to Robinson. He puts another 3 up, but they're going to call him for the travel.
And again, we're seeing that call more and more at all levels, by the way, where the juggling of the feet, there's a lot of that step back and all that kind of action. They're calling that walk a lot more these days. Somebody held a meeting and said, call it.
Lockhart
Wow.
in the lane with the floater.
Hello, DJ.
7-3, Wampus Cats with the early lead.
I like it when they see the space and they take it. I mean, it's one of those things where if you're designing an offense, you've got to make sure that if it's there, you take what they give you.
Sophomore with the deep 3, it won't go.
As long as they're not making the threes, I'm okay with them taking them.
I keep taking them. 1 for 3 so far. They're playing tight on Lockhart. Warren going to get a jump ball. It'll go to Central. Not a lot of stoppage yet here in the first quarter. And there they go again. This time it's Warren getting called for that travel.
Yeah, get going so fast. You take that drop step, and if you don't put the ball down just at the right time, it's going to be a call if it's there.
Central 19-4 overall, 11-1 in conference. The lone loss coming to Northside. Try and feed it into Jaden, and he draws contact from Boateng.
Deny, deny, deny. I mean, that's the game plan against the Wampus Cats. Make sure that Jaden Williams doesn't catch the ball easy, Nope.
Try to get a long pass out to Swindle, stolen away by Likens. Easy feed down to Warren. Central cuts the lead down to 2.
Half-court press coming.
Jaden Williams to Kennedy. Over to Harris.
You got to be careful about that cross-court pass right there. That's a dangerous pass.
We've already seen one stolen away. Get the trap on Harris. Coach Longley's going to get a timeout. So 4:28 left to go here in the first quarter. 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and hold it here. Wampus Cats lead 7-5 over a really talented Central Tiger team.
Yeah, they're probably. I mean, we were way out of the ball game at this point in the game last time.
Yeah.
I mean, so good for the Wampus Cats playing really hard. Good timeout by Salty there.
They're definitely making them play at a slower pace than I think Central wants to play at.
Well, they're trying to create the chaos with a half-court trap, and they've got a few deflections out of it. I think it was a good call by Salty there. Hey, look, here's how we're going to have to defeat this half-court press and get the ball down to the baseline.
10 seconds on the shot clock, so Conway will have to get something going quickly. Jaden Williams get it over to Harris. Try to feed it back to Jaden, stolen away. They're going to get Harris for the foul.
I mean, there was got to be careful. I mean, the same thing happened in the girls' game. You got to be really careful with fouls that really have no consequence. I mean, you're not really going to get anything yet. Get something out of your foul. Make sure the basket doesn't go down. Let's don't reach.
Warren finds Robinson for 3. It's off the mark. Here come the Wampus Cats. Lockhart pushing it up court. He loses control of the ball, gets it back. Conway will reset.
They will trap at every possession so far they have, at least. To get to the wings, they'll trap.
They're playing very tight defense. They're going to get Lockhart for the double dribble. He picked up his dribble earlier.
That's a good call. He did. I was wondering if they were going to get away with it.
He spun around so much that I thought maybe they forget.
Yeah, and so here's the thing. Hopefully we can get some fouls called out of these traps because they're real handsy there.
Kennedy getting a hand on it. That's almost a Conway steal. Warren gets the floater to go from the free throw line.
Silky smooth. That guy's next level. Everybody knows that. Arkansas is all over him, but
got a whistle on the floor, I guess.
Some blood on his hand.
Got some blood on Robinson. He's going to have to come out and get that cleaned up. Yeah, Warren, that name sounds familiar. You saw him in the quarterfinals game for your Wampus Cats a year ago, except he was playing for North Little Rock.
You don't normally see transfers out of North Little Rock, and so, but he's you know, Coach Ross is a really good coach. Not that Coach Rice is not. He absolutely is. Just different system, and maybe it was just a better fit.
Pull-up jumper won't go for the Tigers. Rebound to Lockhart. Conway's struggled to get the ball down court at times.
Yeah, nice.
Here comes Harris up and under.
So that's twice now on that same side that Paul has penetrated and made the play at the basket.
Lockhart's going to get called for a reach in. Scroggin checking in for Kennedy.
Got to be real careful about it. Again, that's a foul with really no upside. You got to be very careful about it. They're going to call it out there in space.
Stolen away by Lockhart. And he finishes strong at the other end. Wampus Cats up by 4. 2:15 to go here in the first quarter. Timeout on the floor. We will take it with them. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway court. Wampus Cats have put up a pretty impressive first quarter so far. I mean, they're doing everything they can to force their tempo, playing some strong defense on the other end.
My optimism was well-founded so far.
Oh, wow.
Spoke too soon.
Yeah,
Jinx.
nice.
Broadcaster jinx, my bad.
Nice feed from Warren to Kyler Hudson. Hudson checked in during the break. Scroggin on the other end, thought about it, feeds it down to Williams. Jaden about to make a strong move, but he's going to get called for the travel.
They are trapping at every point where the baseline or where the open side of the court is there. They're going to trap every time.
Camper, pull-up jumper, air ball. Tigers come away with the rebound. Warren gets a shot off. He sinks it and gets the foul. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, Wiseman tried to fly at him, and what Warren did there was what he's seen at the next level as well. Kind of leaned sideways and created the contact.
He turns it into a three-point effort.
It's their first lead, I believe.
Troy Wiseman in the game for your Wampus Cats. Williams setting a high screen.
Comes the trap.
Boogie Carr passing it to where he thought Wiseman was. And it's Warren on the other end, giving the Tigers the first lead of the game.
They're forcing us into the sidelines where they're immediately trapping. We're going to have to stay in the middle just like that. There you go.
Scroggin for three.
Good shot.
Conway coming away with the steal. Feed it up to Scroggin. He draws the contact from Camper.
Shockingly drawing the contact. Great job by good outlet pass. A great job by Ridge just to get to the basket, create some contact, get to the line.
Karen Duncan set to check in. Scroggin hits the first. Jaden Williams going to take a little break. Paul Harris checking out as well.
We'll be interested to see what happens now with our big man out of the middle.
Scroggin hits them both, pulls the Wampus Cats back within one. Lycan cross-court pass to Warren. Camper for three, and he drains it. Pick your poison.
Yeah, that's, I mean, he took it out from pretty deep, and that's just what you've got to be able to do. You've got to get to that, create some opportunities to close that gap and get in their face.
Duncan feeding it over to Lockhart for three. Won't go. Conway can't come away with the rebound. Camper in transition. Gonna feed it out for Warren for the deep three, and he hits it. Just like that, the Tigers with a 7-point lead. 7 seconds. Conway's gonna have to get moving here. Boogie Carr for three, and he hits the big tray. Boogie Carr pulling the Wampus Cats back within 4 at the end of 1. Conway trails 20-16. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway court.
Centennial Bank builds relationships. That's why our bankers roll up their sleeves to support Conway and Faulkner County. They are folks you know and value for mortgages, business loans, and all your personal banking needs. Community involvement and exceptional service from people you know. That's the Centennial Bank way. Centennial Bank's legacy started right here in Conway, and it's still growing. Centennial Bank, building legacies, one relationship at a time.
Well, after 1, Conway had the lead most of the first quarter and then lost it right within the last minute or so as Central Tigers came on strong in that final 60 seconds.
I mean, that was a sprint of about 7 or 8 points there.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's just what they can do. And a lot of it was transition type baskets and open threes. I mean, and you got to find the right guy. They've got every guy on the team can shoot a three. And it's something that we don't necessarily have. We've got to create our shots.
I'll tell you who can shoot a three that I didn't know was Boogie Carr.
Wow, that was nice to end the quarter.
Lockhart trying to get one to float up. It won't go. Tigers pushing the ball up court quickly. Likens almost lost it.
Great job by Boogie to cut off Camper there, because what he's been doing all night from that spot, penetrating to the free throw line and floating in the jumper.
Who I'm watching right now is Scroggin. He's got the assignment on Boateng. That's tough defensive assignment. Scroggin getting his hands in there. They're gonna say jump ball. Wondering if they were gonna get that call in time.
Came a little bit late. It did come late. I think it was the right call. I mean, both of them had it pretty tight for a second there. Wow.
Little inbound toss up to Kyler Hudson for an easy bucket.
If Kyler doesn't play football, he's missing a great opportunity. He's really well-built athlete in the middle there.
Lockhart trying to feed it into Duncan. It'll go off Central, will stay with Conway.
Got to make the most of every opportunity. No lazy passes, no easy or lackadaisical turnovers.
Troy Wiseman pulls up for three, and it won't go. Camper Jr. going to his right. He draws the contact.
Yeah, Boogie did a really good job of staying in front of him, and he brought his hand down. A good call by the officials there. Contact was created, but Camper showing his skills there. Penetration to the side, creating the contact, and getting to the line.
Checking in for the Tigers, Robinson coming back in, as well as Grant Miller.
We have one starter on the floor right now. That's DJ Lockhart, yeah.
Camper hits them both, extends the lead to 8. Trying to feed it to Scroggin off a few Central Tigers, and Troy Wiseman's going to pull up for the jumper. Scroggin with the rebound. Warren ends up with it and takes it the rest of the way on the other end, extends the lead to 10.
Well, they are so fast with the ball. I mean, they sprint out better than most.
Seeing the speed again there as Camper Jr. steals it away and slams it on the other end. Coach Longing wants a timeout just like that. Central Tigers up by 12. We will take it with them. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway court.
Centennial Bank builds relationships. That's why our bankers roll up their sleeves to support Conway and Faulkner County. They are folks you know and value for mortgages, business loans, and all your personal banking needs. Community involvement and exceptional service from people you know. That's the Centennial Bank way. Centennial Bank's legacy started right here in Conway and is still growing. Centennial Bank, building legacies, one relationship at a time.
Back live at Buzz Bowling Arena. Central Tigers have started the second quarter on an 8-0 run.
I was hoping we had scored some, but I unfortunately looked at the stat sheets as well. That's, you know, this is what Central can do to you. They can string together 8, 10, 12 points in a heartbeat. That's less than 2 minutes.
See if Harris can get them back, and they're going to call him for that travel. To be fair, they've been calling that all night on both ends.
Yeah, can't get an argument there. Going to reset the shot clock.
Okay.
Yeah. The old shot clock.
The old shot clock that we've had for 1 year.
Yeah.
Robinson gets the tray off. That's his second.
He's not shy about putting it up. He's shot there from at least 5 times now in that same spot.
Conway just hasn't been able to put up much of an answer offensively.
This trap is really, really playing.
Some nice ball movement. Not really the look they wanted to end with there. Another deep three, this time from Camper Jr. See if Harris can get something going in transition. Gets the rebound. Coach Longing was trying to call another timeout. Lucky he didn't get it. Jaden Williams slams it home. That's his first 2 points of the night.
That's a sure 2 right there. I like that 2.
Bryson Warren on the other end.
A lot of talent in a 6'2" body there. Comes the trap.
Skip pass over to Kennedy, and he gets a quick jumper.
So that's where you got to take that shot. You really, if you try to throw to the 3, they're going to come out on you. But if you throw into that middle range shot there, you can knock that down. That's going to be there.
Hudson with a beautiful pass to Warren in traffic. And the sophomore gets a shot off with contact, and he'll go to the line for the and 1.
Just no stopping. I mean, the penetration there, one of the things that occurred there is he basically jumped through and past our defender, and the only thing we can do is try to get some contact on him.
Warren misses the free throw. It's a 14-point lead for Central. This Tiger zone trap has been deadly. Swindle for 3.
Nice shot. Really good job by Cade. Stayed patient with it. Squared it up.
That's his second of the night.
Yeah, it's a travel they got away with there, but we came away with the ball, so Coach Longing will sit back down.
Conway with a chance to cut the lead back down to single digits on this possession. Boogie for 3. It won't go.
Yeah. Never quite got settled, lost the handle of the ball, and never really got in rhythm there.
Robinson drawing contact from Boogie. That's going to be Boogie's second. And that is the 7th against your Wampus Cats, so Robinson will go to the line for the 1-and-1.
Yeah, we've got to make sure that we are, again, the fouls need to be in at a spot where you're really needing to foul rather than reaching.
Robinson hits the front end.
2 fouls right now on Central, 7 on Conway. It's like it's the exact same game previously in terms of foul production. Or creation, I should say.
Having a little unofficial, well, no, it is an official.
It is the official book. Central's challenging, I guess, the scorebook.
This is when I miss having you down there because you would let us know the discussion that was happening.
So they're challenging, Central's challenging, I'm guessing, the score. And what he was basically told was this is the book and this is what they have is what they have. Now they may be going back to check and see if there was a 3 that was scored as a 2.
Well, I'll admit I got confused earlier in the game when they first took the lead. It's like I guess the scoreboard was a little bit behind because they had 11 and then all of a sudden they had 14.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get it up there. I mean, you're trying to find out who made the shot because with the scoring, you're putting the player in at the same time as you're putting the score.
Right.
So it stays the same.
Well, after the free throw, the score now 37-23. 14-point lead for the Tigers. Kennedy rejected. Warren lofts one up. Trying to feed it to Boateng, but Conway getting back in defense.
Yeah, he had to foul there. It's the only thing you can do. They're so good on the runouts of finding space and finding their guy. They were going to try it initially for the alley-oop, but Cade did a good job of keeping him at bay for the moment. But then after he made the catch, the only thing you can do is foul.
Boateng misses the first. And the second. Nice job from Kennedy securing the rebound. A little bit of a break for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, that's the only way we're stopping them now is at the free throw line. We're so hesitant on offense now because we know where the trap's going to come, and we're just struggling to not go there.
Trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
Another steal for the Tigers. Boateng trying to take it on his own. He draws the contact from Lockhart.
Called it from all the way across the floor.
9 team fouls against the Wampus Cats here in the first half.
How many for Central?
That would be 2. And it's been at 2 for quite a while.
Yeah.
Boateng hits the first.
And it's not like we're settling for threes and not making our way to the basket either. So got to be better at creating contact, it looks like.
Well, we've seen what opposing defenses have been trying to do against your Wampus Cats lately, and that's take Jaden Williams out of the game. And tonight it's been a little different. It's been these traps that have made it difficult for Conway to feed it down to the big guy.
Yeah, it's got to be frustrating for Jaden.
Likens kicks it out to Robinson. Robinson for a deep 3. He just very smoothly knocks that one down. 42-23, Central on top, under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Lockhart driving to his left. Can't get it to go. Robinson trying to, not Robinson, Williams. Too many Jadens.
Yeah, a lot of Jadens in our life.
I love all the Jadens.
Oh, yeah.
Jaden Robinson, Jaden Williams, Jaden Thomas. Love them all.
Yeah, they're all good. All excellent athletes, great young people. That's going up.
Robinson again. That one surprisingly off the mark.
He's not shy about putting it up. There's no doubt. God.
I mean, listen, if I had that shot, I wouldn't be shy about it either.
No. He's got 11.
Final 90 seconds here in the first half. Conway just trying to chip away as much as they can. Lockhart for 3. Off the back of the rim, it looked good. Rebound to Kennedy. Williams trying to fight for it. He gets the tip in on the second attempt.
Big man working hard. Really nice work there by Jaden just to stay with it.
Warren very smartly, very quickly getting back down court, pulling up for 3. Very aware of his surroundings and drawing the contact.
Yeah. Good call. You can't. I mean, the thing about it is that he does a great job again while he's in the air of looking, knowing where he's going to be. To your point, knowing his spot, and then creating the. If there's anybody close, he's going to create the contact.
.58 seconds to play here in the first half. Conway trailing by 19. And make it 20. Kennedy feeds it to Wiseman.
Oh my gosh.
And the third team foul called against Kyler Hudson.
Third team foul. Well, I mean, that's the way they play defense, and to not foul, that's pretty impressive.
They do play very tight, aggressive defense for sure.
That's fantastically done. To only have 3 fouls at this point in the game. It really is. It's a good job.
They're giving the space to Wiseman. Lockhart driving on that left baseline, up and under. What a move for Lockhart.
That's that spot that's been open now about 4 times where we've made that play. It forces us to make a tough layup, but we've knocked it down mostly.
10 seconds on the clock. Ball in Warren's hand. Lobs it up for Hudson, but Hudson couldn't get it to go. Deep 3 for Wiseman off the front of the rim. We go into the half with your Conway Wampus Cats trailing by 18, 45 to 27. All right, we'll take about a 7-minute break here at the half and come back with the final half of action and the regular season closer for your Conway Wampus Cats. 7 minutes and we're back on Conway Court.
Conway and community have always gone hand in hand. And it's true now in this most unique of times with the announcement of the Conway COVID-19 Vaccine Task Force. The task force is a partnership of community leaders, including Conway Regional Health System, Baptist Health Conway, the City of Conway, Conway Area Chamber of Commerce, Conway Corp, and our local colleges and school districts collaborating to streamline the distribution of vaccine in our community, including plans for setting up and operating vaccination clinics throughout Conway as vaccines become available. The timelines for receiving the vaccine will vary depending on vaccine supply and availability. To learn more, visit conwayregional.org/COVID-19 vaccine. Congratulations are in order for our marketing and communications department for being recognized nationally recently. They were recognized by the American Public Power Association during their virtual Customer Connections Conference. Conway Corp became the first utility to earn the top honor, an award of excellence in all 3 judged categories. In the print and digital category, we were honored for our 2019 annual report, Always On. The 2019 Conway Corp Annual Report told our story of taking care of the people who matter most, our friends and neighbors. In the video category, the honor was for work with area education. We're proud to power education in our city, from lights in the classroom to lights on the football field. And recently, we partnered with the University of Central Arkansas to unveil our Lineman versus Lineman Challenge. And finally, Conway Corp was honored in the web and social media category for our ongoing social media video series called Plugged In, which happens to be what you're watching right now. We're proud of the team that tells the story of Conway Corp, and it's a great story to tell. Conway Corp, always on. We all want people in our lives we can rely on. And at Conway Corp, we take it seriously that you can rely on us. Because for more than 9 decades, we've been working hard to provide Conway with services you can count on every day of every year. Reliability. It's one of our core values. We place a premium on reliability because we know how integral our services are in the lives of our customers. Our focus on infrastructure, technology, and employee development reflect our commitment to providing customers with world-class reliability. And the numbers tell the reliability story. 99.99% electric and earning the RP3 Diamond Level designation from the APPA. And in a year where we all relied on connectivity more than ever, 99.94% broadband and 99.92% telephone connectivity reliability. As our Chief Technology Officer Jason Hansen said, we didn't plan for a pandemic, but we were prepared for one. It's true across our entire company. It's why we can confidently say, Conway Corp, always on. We hear far too often at Conway Corp about scammers who try to use our company's name to get your personal information. It's a practice called phishing, and there is another new email that's going around right now. We want you to be aware of it in case you see it in your inbox. In this case, someone claiming to be from Conway Corp is saying that someone on our security team received a request to delete an account. Well, that's simply not true. We would never contact you this way, and anytime you see communication from Conway Corp and you have reason to believe it's not true, please do us a favor. Call 450-6000. We can put your mind at ease about it, and we can let your neighbors know. Once we're aware, we'll put it on social media, and Conway residents can be aware of it, just like we're doing now, to let everyone know. Conway Corp, always on.
Back live here at Buzz Bowling Arena. About 3 minutes away from the start of the second half. And he's Tim, I'm Levi, and kind of a somber first half for your Wampus Cats. We're trying to stay positive. It looked pretty good for the first 7 minutes of the first quarter, and then Tigers went on a big run, and then that continued into the second quarter.
A couple of timely timeouts by Coach Ross, and those were not quiet timeouts by any standard for him. Really digging into his crew, made some changes, or at least got some adjustments done. And, you know, at some point in time at the high school level, in most games, and this is the reason why you don't see a lot of upsets really in high school ball. I mean, it just doesn't happen that often. Their high level of talent that they have, and he does a great job with that, but at some point that really starts to wear on you.
A month ago when these two teams faced off at Central, Bryson Warren led the Tigers with 20 points in that game. He has 21 points here in the first half.
Yeah, they've done a great job of, he's done a great job of creating contact on shots. He's been fouled on three-point attempts. He's made a couple of and ones. Does a great job on all aspects of the game. Their trap has absolutely killed us. It's created some passes to the interior that have been deflected and returned for really easy open layups and kick-out threes. So we've got to do a better job of trying to stay out of the traps, and when we do, try to make some good decisions with the ball.
Yeah, the Tigers winning the turnover battle 12-5, shooting 60% overall, 50% from 3, 5 of 10. The Wampus Cats not having a terrible shooting night, but they just haven't been able to get as many shots off, although they are struggling from behind the arc, which is not their game, admittedly, but just 3 for 11 from there.
Yeah, a couple of those by Cade Swindle, and has done a good job of just squaring up when it's open and knock it down. The problem is that even those threes have not really been open. I mean, they've challenged almost every shot we got. They're so athletic to every angle on the court that we're not getting any good looks other than maybe Cade's two threes that he had.
And again, just a reminder of what's on the line for your Wampus Cats tonight. A win, and which again, they would need some help. If they get a win tonight, if they're able to come back from this 18-point deficit, find a way to win, and get a north side loss next Thursday, then they would be the 4 seed. A loss tonight, they're guaranteed to be, they are guaranteed to be the 5 seed because Northside has a 1-game advantage.
That's right. So the bottom end of it, again, it's not like this game, a loss here really does any damage. It's just you want to play well. You need to get some things worked out as you're heading into the state championship or state tournament. But at the same time, if there's upside, you want to try to take it.
Yeah, so final half of the regular season here for your Wampus Cats. Be nice just to get some positive momentum going and start playing a little bit better because they really struggled on Tuesday as well.
Yeah.
Wampus Cats will have the first possession here of the second half, and it ends quickly in a turnover.
That's, and here's the thing, that's their defense plays into that. You have to hesitate on the pass that you want to make because they've been jumping every pass we make, so you have to kind of hesitate and cause some confusion.
Likens, his first 3 attempts for tonight, no good. Rebound to Williams. Lockhart feeds it to Kennedy. Kennedy gets a shot up. Just won't roll in, and Central will control the rebound.
Good job by Central there defensively, just creating a lot of tension at the basket. Had a couple of good looks, just couldn't get it to fall.
Campers Jr. makes a nice move into the lane and gets the floater to go.
Yeah, he's been attempting that and has been successful in most attempts, but that's his game, is floating into the inside of the lane and putting it up.
Swindle trying to feed it down to Williams. Williams kicks it out to Harris for 3. In and out.
Wow, lid on the basket.
Warren pull up 3. Rebound to Kennedy. Conway doesn't have the numbers, but Harris going to go in and float it off the backboard.
Well, it took it right at him. Great job by Paul there. Didn't wait around, just went right at him, and I like that aggressive play by Paul.
Robinson for 3. Gets his own rebound, feeds it down to Camper. And they're going to get Robinson for the offensive foul.
Yeah, good position there by Cade, taking the charge. I think a good call. He was set up out far enough outside again, out of the in the lane to get that.
Lockhart driving in, goes to his right. Just can't get it to fall.
I like that though. It's a good aggressive play. Just didn't fall.
Feed it to Warren. And they're going to get another offensive foul. That one on Boateng.
Well, it seems like Salty's done a good job at halftime saying, look, we need to stop the penetration and the kicks. And one way you can do that is get a body in front. And if they're going to float into the lane, as long as you're set, you can get the foul call.
And I will say, other than that opening possession of this half, Conway's looked a lot more aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, too. Nice feed to Lockhart. Williams.
That's taking the offense through Jaden as we want to do, and he's such a great passer of the ball.
Nowhere to go, says Jaden Williams.
Like that.
Conway pushing the tempo again. This time Lockhart going to his left. He's had a few good looks here in the third quarter. Warren with the pull-up long jumper. Drains it.
Yeah, not even a thought there to penetrate. They've been fouling, coming into the lane and charging, so he stopped the mid-range and knocked it down.
Warren almost steals it away. Lockhart trying to feed it to Williams, stolen by Camper.
Not a good pass there. Got to float it in.
And they'll get Camper for the offensive foul. So it's 3 offensive fouls against Central in this quarter. Coach Ross
he doesn't like it. But it's the right call. I mean, and I truly would call it the way I would say it here. You can't lower your shoulder going in. It's a fair call.
Coach Ross befuddled, to say the least.
Yeah, body language says it all. Shoot that.
Swindle for 3. He had 2 in the first half, couldn't get that one to fall.
That's okay, that's a good look. You got to shoot that when you got it.
Conway gets the steal. Harris going to his left, and he converts the layup.
Woo. Paul looking good with the tough moves to the basket tonight. Nicely done.
Warren pull up near the elbow. That's going to go. Got a timeout on the court. So 4:10 to go here in the third quarter. Central up 51-33. 30 seconds, and we're back here on Conway Court.
Attention, please. The news conference will start in mere moments.
Hi, welcome. Good day. I know you have lots of questions about the mysteries surrounding the new Ford Bronco.
We have questions. Over here.
I know you're excited about the new Ford Bronco. The simple answer is Smith Ford is here to help you order and build your new 2021 Ford Bronco.
Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway, exit 127, right off of I-40.
Now listen, Tim, we came into this half trailing by 18. And after almost 4 minutes, we still trail by 18, but I feel like the Wampus Cats are playing better offensively.
We are, and we're playing better defensively. It's just we can't crack the ultimate code. We've got to make a good run here, but we're in a better position than we were early. Yeah, travel.
Gonna get Duncan for the travel as he somehow is able to pull in that bounce pass in high traffic.
Yeah, kudos for catching the ball. It's just then it got confusing.
Warren kicks it to Camper, over to Likens. Likens working that baseline, and they're going to say, oh, I thought they were saying he touched the baseline. No, they're saying he fouled on the floor.
Don't agree with that, yeah.
Troy Wiseman checking back in. Camper getting penetration, tries to slam it down and won't go. Troy Wiseman, wide open three on the baseline, and he drains it.
Need to stop another one of those.
Lead cut down to 15, still from Wiseman. He'll take it all the way in, tries to float it up, rebound Harris. Harris cleans it up. 13-point lead.
All right, okay. I'm interested. Really good move here by the Wampus Cats.
Likens getting in the lane, and he'll get the bucket and one.
That is the exact same thing. I know. Kennedy's. Not a good call. But that's the kind of game we've been playing. And, you know, you're not going to get probably 4 or 5 of those calls in a row. So good position by Kennedy there, I thought. Fortunately, he made the basket. Now gets one more.
Well, it just adds insult to injury because it looked like it hurt.
Mm-hmm. He came out because it did. Those charges are not easy to take, man. That's a tough spot.
Boogie Carr making a move. Maybe him for the travel because he had pretty hard contact there.
Yeah, I mean,
knocked him off his trajectory.
And Boogie got hammered going inside. I just don't know why that's not a call.
Central with the 15-point lead. Likens driving again. He almost got another and one attempt, but that one won't fall. Likens hits the first. He hits them both. Conway trying to stop the bleeding a little bit here. Nice move by Duncan.
Yeah, he's big body inside. He's not real tall. Has really good moves around the basket when he catches it in the right spot. Really good move there.
Using the body to his advantage. Hadn't heard from Warren in a while. He changes that.
Broadcast jinx. Thanks, Levi.
Well, it had been a minute. I mean, he had 21 points in the first half.
Yeah. Yeah, he was bound to score eventually.
The sophomore is good. What a feed from Scroggin to Duncan. And
good block there.
Unfortunately rejected by Hudson.
Yeah, it's a really good block.
Robinson, hadn't heard from him in a while either.
Regression to the mean.
So after cutting the lead to 13, Central back up by 20. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway court. Well, folks, if you didn't know, the Central Tigers are pretty good.
Darn good.
Pretty good. Shooting 43% from 3 tonight. Shooting 58% overall. And Cody Robinson 4 for 7 from behind the arc, and he put Central back up by 20.
Yeah, having a big night. And You know, he continues to pump in the threes. I mean, that's what he's been doing, and he's missed a few, but it has not shaken his confidence in his stroke.
Conway's played better in this quarter, despite the deficit.
Well, we're down 2 in the quarter if you look at it that way, and that's okay, but we really need to make a dent. Yeah.
Lockhart making another strong move to the basket, just couldn't get it to go.
He hasn't gotten anything like that to fall this half. He's had several looks at it.
Yep. Yeah, penetration has been there. And they're going to get Miller for the travel. Seen Troy Wiseman running the point a little more this half.
They've done a pretty good job. I mean, they're not necessarily trapping out of the top anymore. They're still looking to trap a little bit on the wings.
Lockhart making another good move in the lane, but just nothing going there. A lot of traffic in his way. Final 8 seconds of the third quarter. Long three for Camper Jr. and almost gets it to go off the bank. Not really shot the Tigers were looking for there, but 60 seconds and we're back for the final quarter of action here on Conway Court.
Don't put your health care on hold.
At Conway Regional, your health and safety are our top priority.
We have extensive safety measures in place to protect you from infection.
And a variety of options for you to receive the care you need.
From a telemedicine appointment in the comfort of your own home,
to a visit to our medical center or clinics,
you'll receive comprehensive and compassionate care.
When you need to visit the hospital, please know that it's safe and secure.
During an emergency, every minute counts.
Don't delay your care for fear of COVID-19.
After your visit, we can hold a follow-up appointment through video over our telemedicine system.
whether you need a primary care visit,
an orthopedic appointment, a visit with a neurologist,
or a prenatal checkup,
surgery,
a follow-up appointment,
referral to a specialist,
or emergency care.
We're here for you wherever you are,
no matter the need.
Don't put your health care on hold.
Don't put your health care on hold.
Don't put your health care on hold.
For all of your healthcare needs, Conway Regional is here for you.
Live tonight here at Buzz Bowling Arena for the final quarter of action between the Central Tigers and your Conway Wampus Cats. This is the regular season closer for the boys. The girls still have a makeup game with Mount St. Mary on Thursday at 5 p.m. and we will have that game live here on Conway Court. Jaden Williams getting on the board for the first time, or I guess the second time here in the second half. Just 6 points tonight for the senior.
Really good entry pass, though, to Jaden. Got it where he could catch it.
Warren has just always seemed to have an answer.
29.
Boogie Carr feeding it to Williams. Williams will go to the line for two.
Good, strong move to the basket. Jaden, no quit. And again, that's the thing you expect to see out of the Wampus Cats. You know, down 20 in the fourth quarter and fighting hard for every basket. Love to see that out of your Wampus Cats.
Jaden can't get the first one to drop. Second one won't go either, but Harris getting the rebound.
Nice. Hand check.
That'll be a backcourt violation against your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, good, strong though effort there by Paul. Did a great job of getting a good rebound on a free throw. That's hard to do when you're on the defensive side, or when you're on the offensive side, it's hard to do.
Skylar Hudson almost brought the entire thing down over there.
I'm not sure that you can hang on the rim like that and not be a technical foul, but they're going to let that go. Maybe it was a safety issue.
.6:30 left to go in the game. Wampus Cats trail by 20.
Wampus Cats starting to trap in their defense now.
Deep three from Warren. Mercy. 32 now for the sophomore.
Have yourself a game.
That one's stolen away by Hudson. He will get the slam this time. That's kind of how the night has gone.
Yeah. Not much you can do there.
Lockhart for three.
They can't get anything going the second half. I mean, just a real struggle for DJ at this point.
He's had, like you said, several good looks. Just one of those nights.
Yeah.
But he keeps on shooting, like the effort.
Oh, yeah. No quit.
Feed it down to Scroggin. A little turnaround jumper won't go. Williams with the tip in.
That was an old school 1985 turnaround jumper from the baseline. I like it. The old school Scroggin.
That's like more your time, right?
That's right. You can keep talking that way, but it's true.
You said 85, right?
That's right.
That wasn't too far away.
Well, 85, I would have been in college at that point.
You know, new broadcast team, same antics.
Old guy, new young guy thing. Totally new lineup in now for Central.
23-point lead. Time to bring in some of the reserves. So here's what we know at this point. With the loss tonight, your Wampus Cats will be the 5 seed.
Yep.
They cannot drop to 6, and they will not have a chance to climb up to the 4 seed. They will be the 5 seed, which means they will play their first state tournament game in Fayetteville on Tuesday, March 9th at 1 p.m., and we will have that game live for you here on Conway Court.
Looking forward to seeing them play. They get to go against, we don't know who they're going to play, obviously. The West has some work to do left to get things settled as to who is who.
Yeah, they will play the 4 seed out of the West, which right now Springdale Harbor and Bentonville West are both tied at 9-4 in conference. Now, Harbor does have the points advantage over them. I don't know the head-to-head matchup. So it could be Bentonville West or it could be Springdale Harbor. We will know more on that. We'll probably have a definitive answer on that by Thursday when the girls play Mount St. Mary. We could discuss some of that then. But their first game will be Tuesday, March 9th at 1 p.m. all the way up in Fayetteville. I know with the world as it is, COVID's still a concern for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a long trip to Fayetteville. It's the middle of the day. If you can't come up there, you can watch the game here on Conway Court.
Absolutely. Love covering the Wampus Cats and the Lady Cats. Going to get a really good chance to see how things play out. And again, we went into the tournament last year, the boys did, as a 5 seed. And
we know how that turned out.
Yeah, state champion. and so, we don't know what it holds, different makeup for this team. But, hey, you got to play the game, right? You got to play the game.
Yeah. And there's still a chance that the guys may have a game next week. It won't count towards anything.
Yeah.
Even there's some rumor that it might be a 6A Central foe. But, of course, it won't count towards anything. But we're not going to know that until next week because of circumstances.
Isn't it amazing that, in this year, and you've seen it at the collegiate level as well, pickup games. It's a strange time to say, we might play. We'll pull in somebody here to play and have them go at it. So,
and the thing is, if you're the Wampus Cats, you don't want to go a whole week without any game action before you go into the state tournament.
No, you need to be playing. You got to stay as much as you can. Stay sharp. Is that KJ Hampton? KJ Hampton's in the ball game for the Wampus Cats, number 20. First time we've seen him.
Boogie Carr drawing the contact from Savon Smith, sophomore guard. 3:54 to play. And the regular season closer for your Wampus Cats. Paul Harris making another strong move to the basket.
Well, he's looked good going to the basket tonight. Really has. Played so hard.
Three is off the mark for Gavin Snyder. Boogie Carr trying to get some penetration. Thought Hampton was about to pull up there.
I did too. This one's, oh. If Boogie catches that clean, that was going up. And Boogie knocked down a three tonight. Didn't know that was in his repertoire.
Yeah, at the end of the first quarter, at the buzzer.
Pressure three. But let me tell you something. This goes without saying. I want Boogie's his hands on the ball in any kind of sport. I don't know if he plays baseball or not, but I'd like him coming up to bat if we needed a hit in the bottom of the ninth. Boogie's got great game. Been a great young man too, by the way. Just really super guy.
Duncan making a nice move on the baseline. He draws the contact to go to the line for and one.
Nicely done. And again, that's his game, and he's going to be subbing. He's going to be the guy to come in for Jaden when Jaden needs a blow. But and again, not real tall. You go from 6'5" down to about 6'1", maybe 6'2". I think it's a little generous. But he's a thick body, can really put some pressure on the inside with basketball moves that he's got.
RJ Patton checks in for your Wampus Cats. 3 minutes to play in this one.
Colin Thompson also in.
Tigers lead 72-48. Boogie Carr. Duncan cleaning it up for him.
Nicely done. Two tough baskets in a row there by Duncan.
Miller made a nice strong move, and it gets cleaned up by Kwame Boateng Jr. What are they going to get here?
They're going to let a player come in, subbing in. He's got a Duncan a little bit hobbled, so they're doing an injury sub.
Getting to see some new faces now.
I'll tell you this, you got to like Hampton's ball skills. It's a foul. A little late to get these calls, but it's a good call.
Foul on the floor, that'll send.
You're not going to expect me to just let that go. Surely to goodness, Levi.
I mean, you know, I remained hopeful.
No, you should lose hope at this moment.
Boogie Carr hits the front end of the 1-and-1.
No Boogie.
Hey, on the bright side.
There is.
There were only 2 fouls called against the Tigers in the first half, and they've got 8 this half. So
I'm not impressed.
I thought it might be something that you would.
Yeah, good. A for effort for you. I can appreciate where you're going with it. Can't really knock off the edge.
Yeah, it's a tough loss tonight for your Wampus Cats, and especially coming off the heels of that game Tuesday. It's just not been a great week.
But you know what, though? I really do think that even though this is going to be a loss like the way it is, that we had some different things happen tonight that was better than what we saw the other night. So even though the loss is what it is, I think we played better tonight. And I think we saw some things that happened tonight that are a little bit better for us.
Jay Patton driving in the lane. He's going to draw some contact. Getting a little wave in to Coach Marlon Williams.
Yeah, he's a Conway guy. You know, I was against him tonight, but only for the moments. Good coach.
I miss Coach Green. I really loved Coach Green. He was
a lot of fun. Man. Yeah, he was really a lot of fun. Yeah, you knew where you stood with him. He was he didn't hide any emotions. He had the best sit-down motion of any coach out there. I mean, when he was frustrated, he would take a seat, and everybody knew that he had just taken that seat.
Well, these Central programs, a lot of history, both on the boys and girls side, and these boys are definitely in what looks to be a run.
Yeah, they're
last year and these next few years.
They're going to be tough to handle. Now, I think that Ross did a better job last year of coaching up with some of the talent he had. Didn't have Warren, and they had some gaps, but boy, they were playing great in the second half of the season and then leading into the tournament. And they looked a lot like the Wampus Cats. I mean, they literally had the same kind of track going on. They beat us twice in the regular season. You know, I mean, that was going to be a tough matchup. But in the end, the Wampus Cats win the state title, and that's what's
Well, they were the 4 seed. We were the 5 seed. Yeah. They played their game against Northside, their semifinal game, right before the boys. Well, I guess it was a few games before.
We played Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, man, it was a fun game to watch. I mean, back when you could have enormous crowds in an arena.
Student section, a raucous student section.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I miss those days. Oh, look here. J.D. Grimes, are you kidding me? Yes!
J.D. Grimes, one of the managers for this Conway Wampus Cat team.
Took it to the rack, J.D. Yes. Oh, man, that's awesome. Oh, my gosh.
I saw him dressed out in the warm-ups.
And a great defensive play. Yeah, J.D.
Here we go again.
Come on, baby. Do it.
See what he does.
Go to the hole. Yeah.
And Grimes has 4.
And a boy, J.D. Yes.
Errant buzzer going on in here.
That's all right.
They'll get it to Grimes again.
And he's 2 for 2.
10 seconds. He's going to put up the 3. It won't go for J.D.
Oh, my gosh. I thought it was in. Way to go, J.D. Way to take the rock. Hey, they left him open. Absolutely take that shot. Steal by J.D.
Going to give him one more chance. Passes it to himself. And it won't go. 4 points for J.D. Grimes.
Way to go, J.D. Grimes.
Hey, what a fun ending to an otherwise rough night for your Wampus Cats. But Conway falls 79-57, and they will be the 5 seed out of the 6A Central, which means they will play Tuesday, March 9th at 1 p.m. up in Fayetteville.
That's the next official game.
Next official game. They may have a game next week. We just don't know quite yet. The word on the street is that if the Catholic Rockets make the playoffs, which is still very possible for them, they might also want to have a game next week to stay fresh heading into the state tournament.
Because we're playing Mount St. Mary.
And we're playing Mount St. Mary on Thursday. So it seems like a good fit. We just don't have that answer yet because we don't know yet if the Rockets are going to be the 6th seed.
Well, and if we do get to play, the Rockets are a great fit for us because they play such tight defense and they really make you work for everything. It'd be a great fit going into the state tournament.
All right, we'll take a final look at the numbers and then wrap this one up as quickly as we can. Like we said, pretty rough night for your Wampus Cats. Paul Harris led the way with 10 points. You had Jaden Williams and Karen Duncan and Lockhart each with 8. And then I got to mention 4 points
J.D. Grimes,
for old J.D. Grimes.
And really had a good look at a 3. Man, I was hoping to see him get that next 3.
All right, we will see you again on Thursday for at least one game. Conway Lady Cats taking on Mount St. Mary's. Maybe we'll have another game. We just don't know quite yet. But on behalf of Javon, Who all we got tonight? Ryan. John. Maggie was somewhere. Stats. Justin. He's Tim Roach. I'm Levi Gilbert. We'll see you again next Thursday.
Yeah.